Yeah, this is my first time here.
Oh, well, it's my first time talking with you. What a coincidence. How do you suppose
Indeed.
that happened?
It's a beautiful coincidence in
Yes,
that
it is.
case.
It's a perfect synchronicity because there is no such thing as an accident.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
Oh, thank you.
Um,
I agree with you agreeing with me 100%.
Thanks for that. So if I'm a unique vibration and if I'm unique energy and I'm here experiencing all uniqueness,
Yes.
based on that, do you have any unique experience for me, advice for me?
You know the formula that we've just given.
Yes, I do.
What could be more important than that as advice to give you? What could be more important than that?
I don't think there is anything else is important. I do need to follow on that formula and keep my journey on.
That's it. It really is that simple. If you want to make it more difficult, if you want to make it more complicated, I'm not going to stop you.
Yes, I do sometimes. Yes, I do sometimes.
And that's fine. But find out why. And then you'll be using that situation in the way that actually benefits you. Find out why. Yes? That's the question. I'm feeling a certain way. Why? Because you understand that feelings can't exist in a vacuum. There is no such thing as having a feeling without a definition you believe to be true first. No such thing. If I gave you a word that you didn't know the definition to and I asked you how you felt about it, you'd shrug your shoulders and say, I don't know, because I don't know what it means. Yeah. But when I give you the definition, then the emotions come up because now you have something to relate to. Emotions are secondary, an after effect to something you have defined and believed to be true. So if you're having a certain feeling at a certain point, stop. Why am I having this feeling? What would I have to believe is true about myself in this situation in order to generate this feeling? Or, as we said earlier, conversely, if I did act on my excitement, what am I afraid would happen? That will also reveal the belief that's negative. But yes, that's the point of those moments. Why? Why am I having this? Because you can use your feelings, your thoughts, and your behaviors, which are all secondary level responses to a definition you believe to be true. You can use your feelings, thoughts, and behaviors and trace them back. What would I have to believe is true to behave, to think, to feel the way I do? Let me find that belief, because when I change that belief, automatically, by definition, your feelings, thoughts, and behaviors must change too. They have to. Again, this is why we say your physical reality is literally like a reflection in a mirror. The reflection you're looking at, if you're frowning, the reflection cannot smile back. So if you see a frown in the reflection, you go, well, why? How is that possible? Oh, I must be frowning. The mirror doesn't have a mind of its own. So you decide, well, regardless of the fact that I'm looking at a frown in the mirror right now, I'm going to choose to smile anyway because my state of being is not conditional on what I see out there, because what's out there is just a reflection of what's in here. So if I just choose to be what I prefer to be in here, the mirror has no choice but to reflect it back. Now, sometimes you might test yourself. You might make a time delay and not necessarily immediately see the reflection. And why do you do that? To prove to yourself that you actually have or haven't changed. Because if you say, oh yes, all right, I'm going to change. Oh, I don't see the reflection. Oh, what's wrong? If you say it that way, you haven't changed because you're still making your state conditional on what you're seeing outside, which means the outside reflection is reflecting the truth back. You're still the same as you were. If you say, I am going to change because I don't care what's going on out there, because I know it doesn't matter what happens, it only matters what I do with what happens, then I'm going to choose to be this happy person, this joyful person, regardless of what I might be able to neutrally observe out there. And that is what will allow you, regardless of whether the outside looks any different or not, that's what will allow you to experience a beneficial effect. Because you can get a beneficial effect even from something that looks negative to someone else. It's up to you to determine what you experience in your own reality. It doesn't matter what that thing looks like. you can extract a beneficial effect from the same thing someone else is extracting a negative effect from, because everything is fundamentally neutral. You're the one that puts the energy in that you get back. Is this making some sense?
Yes, absolutely.
Is this helping?
Yes, it is helping.
All right.
And thanks for your services. I'm happy to be here and nice to meet you.
And you as well. Again, it is our pleasure and our passion to interact with all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Or as I will say in my own ancient language, aveo, which literally means, even though you can use it as a thank you, aveo means literally in service. You have done me a service, so I am in service to you. Aveo, in service.
Hello, Bashar.
I know
How are
you. Good day.
Thank you. How are you?
Perfect, and you?
I'm good, thank you.
Oh, all right. Speak up, speak up.
Okay, so I have two questions. The
Yes.
question, I thought I'm going to ask a general question, but then I realized it probably doesn't make sense, so I'm making it personal.
Up to you.
Do I have a free will?
Of
Or
course you
is
have a
it-
free will. If you didn't have a free will, you couldn't ask the question, do I have a free will?
Is it limited by something?
It is limited by your choices of what you call your own self-chosen destiny. I'll put it to you by this analogy. And again, this is a linear framework. It's a linear explanation. Understand, as we have said, everything exists all at once, but the explanation might be easier to understand when put in a linear space-time framework, all right?
Okay.
So, let's say you're in spirit and you're deciding you're going to have a physical life. Yes? You with me so far?
Yes.
So you're going to explore certain kinds of concepts. You're going to explore a certain theme of transformation. You set up that general theme ahead of time. And then you have the physical life. The physical life will follow that theme. So you could say the theme is like saying, well, I've set up this hallway and I'm going to walk down that path, that hallway, and that is my path for this life. That's my destiny for this life. Now, I have free will in the life as to how I want to experience that path. I can walk, I can run, I can fly, I can go backwards, I can go upside down, I can crawl, I can go left, I can go right, I can open every door, I can ignore them all. That's your free will about how you wish to experience the destiny you chose from a higher level. So destiny and free will work together to give you a whole experience, because it works that way so that when you are having the physical life and exploring with your free will, you still know you always have a guide standing on the mountaintop helping you by directing you into what would be best for you, by communicating with you in a way that allows you to translate that communication as the sensation you call passion. Passion, that sensation, is literally the language of your higher self. And therefore it's guiding you. Now, you have free will to ignore it. We would strongly suggest you don't, but it's up to you. You do have that free will. And again, if you didn't, you would never be able to ask the question, do I have free will? Because that would be a pointless question for something that has no free will. Therefore, it would never even occur to you to ask it. So, being able to ask, do I have free will, is the proof you have free will, within the parameters you yourself set up from your higher mind. Does that answer your question?
In a way, it answers my question, but my leading from this question would be, okay, that's in the parameters of my physical life. What about beyond my physical life?
Well, beyond your physical life, the parameters aren't quite the same. They're more expanded. So you have different things that you can choose to experience that are simply not relevant for the physical reality.
Okay,
So what you're choosing will always be relevant for the reality you're experiencing, because what would be the point of it being irrelevant? But when you go to different levels, there are different choices because you're expanding. Yes?
So my free will depend on the level of my being.
What you can do with your free will depends on the level you're at, yes.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yes,
All right.
it does. Okay, my second question would be, why do we have fear? Why do we experience fear? Is it to protect us or is it to limit us?
It can be to protect you, and it can act as a limitation, but it can act as a limitation to also help you transform things. In other words, you can look at fear as a messenger, getting your attention. Hey, there's something in you that is out of alignment. There's a belief you're holding on to that doesn't work for you. I'm bringing it to your attention through the expression you call fear, because fear is just your own energy being filtered through a negative belief. Remember the negative light bulb? It's just your energy. So you're just feeling your energy being out of alignment. That's what fear is. Oh, something's out of alignment here. That's what fear is. If you pay attention to it right away, then you can say, oh, all right, well, thank you for bringing my attention to something. I'll pay attention to it and let it go if it doesn't serve me. So then fear goes on its way because it's served its purpose. Ignoring it, wishing it would go away without exploring why it's there, is what makes it get louder and louder and louder and louder until you're finally terrified and have to look at it. Otherwise, you'll just die if you don't. So it can serve you that way. Now, of course, there are different expressions and different kinds of fear because you want to remain for a certain period of time in physical reality. So, of course, there will be the idea of survival instinct, which can contain an expression of the idea of fear that is the expression that protects your physical survival, but that's not the same thing that we're talking about here. There are different kinds and ways in which fear can be used to your advantage or your disadvantage. Yes? Does that help?
So basically, we don't have to experience extreme fear. A certain level of fear is okay when it pertains to our survival, but not beyond that.
And in time, when you get used to that, it may not even feel like fear anymore at all. It'll just be kind of a, ooh, something doesn't quite fit. And then you'll be willing to immediately explore what that is, and it'll never have to actually escalate to the level that you recognize as fear because you're willing to pay attention.
Okay.
Simple, yeah?
Yes, very simple.
Does that help?
It's very helpful. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Bashar, this is my first time here too,
Oh, all right.
and I'm receiving an incredible amount of benefit from being
Oh, all
here.
right. Thank you for creating that benefit in your life.
Thank you, thank you. So when you were mentioning this light bulb phenomenon, where we
Yes.
just unscrew the light bulb
Yes.
and screw in a different one.
Yes.
So if we're to look at an absolutely practical example of how that light bulb is unscrewed, what does that look like? What are we doing? What's happening?
It's what we said earlier. You are finding out what the actual definition is. In other words, you're looking to see what kind of a light bulb you bought. You're looking at its parameters. You're looking at its manufacturing. You're looking at who made it. Where does it come from? Did it come from your parents? Is it a light bulb that came from your schooling? Is it a light bulb that came from your society or your friends? Who made that light bulb and convinced you to screw it into the socket? So you can find out what it is. Oh, this light bulb is a light bulb for this belief, but that's not a belief that works for me. I need a different light bulb here to illuminate my path in the way I prefer it to be illuminated.
But in the moment,
Yes.
and there seems to be like you're gripped by phenomenon of a negativity or a belief system about what's going to happen in the future that you don't want to happen in the future. So you're gripped by that in the moment. And my question has to do with what would be the most effective thing to do to shift that in that moment. I mean,
All right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Why do you care about what's going to happen in the future? Because the future doesn't exist. So why are you caring about something that doesn't exist for you?
Okay, so okay, so if there's a recognition that it doesn't exist in that moment, that would kind of take care of the problem.
Yes, it would.
Yes, it would.
Because the only thing that exists is the now. You don't exist in the future, you exist in the now. And if it's not happening in the now, why would you assume that it'll happen in the future?
That's beautiful. I like that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So that's an instant shift right there.
Yes,
That
it
does
is.
That does it.
It's called flipping the switch.
Got it. Thank you. That was extremely helpful. Thank you.
Well, you're extremely welcome.
Yay. Okay. So the other question, well, I've got quite a few more, but then I read we can only have 3. My mother.
Am I a genie?
Say what?
Am I a genie? You can only have 3?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
I'm not going to worry about the future right now.
Thank you. You're a quick learner.
Yes, I am. Thank you. So my mother is 92. She's miserable. She's holding on to life.
Yes.
She keeps saying she's living too long, yet she's living. What's the scoop on that? Why is she doesn't want to be in a body, she's in the body.
Yes. Well, then she must be sticking around for some reason.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm asking you. Why?
Well, you have to ask her. If you're so miserable and you want to leave, why are you sticking around? Why don't you lie down, say, I'm ready to go, close your eyes, count to 10, and if you're really ready to go, you'd be gone. If you can open your eyes again after 10, you still want to be here for some reason. What could that be, Mother?
Okay, so I ask her the reason why she's still here, is what you're saying. I
Yes.
ask her that reason.
And I don't mean it in a mean way. How come you're not dead yet? That's not what we're saying. We assume you understand that. But it is an exploration because you are here only by your choice. And if it really is your time to go, you're gone. Nothing stops it. You can just lie down, count to 10. If you can open your eyes, you're not ready to go. So she must be choosing to remain for some reason that she feels is unfinished business of some sort. If you can explore what that is with her and get her to let it go in the life, then she may be truly ready to go to another level of life. So you can explore the conversation that way. What are you holding on to? What's unfinished business for you? Why are you still choosing then to be here if you say you don't prefer to be? Because it's still a choice. Or will you be gone? So what's going on? You can have that conversation if you are imaginative enough to do so. And
I'm
compassionate
imaginative?
enough to do so.
If I am, you're saying, if I am passionate enough?
Yes, if you are compassionate enough to do so with her.
Yes.
You can help her cross more easily. Yes?
Yes.
All right.
And it's not to do her living, her still being in a body. Question had been, does it have to do with me and my own life? Or
Maybe. You have to find out what the issue is that she's holding on to. Maybe she doesn't want to go because she feels that something will happen to you or someone else that she's quote unquote leaving behind. But she won't really be leaving anything behind because in spirit she'll actually be able to see more of what's actually going on than she can now. Because she's looking at it from a higher level.
But is it to do with my holographic world, that she's in it still, or?
To some degree, it has to do with both directions. So you need to figure out what this is for you, as well as what it might be for her. Yes. So in the process of having that conversation, you might have some realizations about why you are also holding on to her. Yes?
Yes.
All right. But have the conversation, and all will be revealed.
Thank you. I will do
All right.
that. Can I ask you another one?
That was another one. You want to ask another one again?
I do.
All right. Well, you don't have to ask if you can ask. Okay. Otherwise, you've already asked.
I get you.
All right.
Thank you. Okay. So what's the best way to heal the body?
Well, that depends on the person, doesn't it? The idea is that when you find the vibration that represents the healed state and it makes sense to you, you'll heal yourself. Okay. But everyone is different and might have a different methodology or a different permission slip for what they believe will work for them. There is no general panacea. There might be some generalities that work for many of you because it might be part of the collective agreement, but everyone will have something different about that experience. So you have to find out what works for that particular individual.
I get it. I know what it is for me. It's joy. Oh. It's joy and it's laughter and it's
and probably
silliness.
Following the formula.
Yeah. And following the
your
formula.
Passion,
yes.
Which leaves nothing relevant out, including health.
Yes.
Yes, follow the formula, follow your passion. It leaves nothing out except that health thing. It leaves that out. It leaves nothing out. Nothing out.
Got it. I totally did get it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're
Very
welcome.
Excited.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
What star did I come from in the last? I mean, when I came here,
You didn't come from a star.
Okay.
You may have connections to other realities that are around other stars, but you were born on Earth. Yes?
Yes, I was.
Then there you go.
Okay.
You come from the star Sol, which is why you call it the solar system.
Okay.
That's the name of your star. Did you know that? Your star has a name. It's called Sol. S-O-L. Sol. Yes?
I didn't know that.
Many of you don't know the name of your own star, for goodness sakes. You live in that solar system, don't know the name of your own star.
Oh my God, my bad. So Bashar, I've got this crazy stuff going on at night. It's like I don't really sleep. I listen to like you all night. I listen to other star people all night. You know, this kind of stuff, and it goes on and on and on, and it's been going on for like 2 years. And
So what?
I don't know, like
Do you
what?
feel rested?
No, not really.
Maybe you're not following your natural biological cycle of sleeping when you actually need to, no matter what time of day it is, and being awake when you need to, no matter what time of night it is. Maybe you're following societal's idea of when you should be asleep and awake, and by following your own natural biological cycle, you might be more refreshed. How about that idea?
I love that idea. Thank you.
Then there you go.
It
Pleasant
shifted for me
dreams.
just as you said it. Thank you. It totally did. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello.